That's because they were lousy hitchhikers, ate coral, and took directions from algae. And now you're telling me they thought they could drive?
Grab the wall, wiggle like you're trying to make your ass fall. Hella thick, I wanna smash them all now.
What is going on, crew? Welcome to another video, and in this one, I want to get the platinum... No, hold up. My wife and I want to get the platinum trophy in Powerwash Simulator. Now, the guide on this game says it's going to take roughly about 40 hours for the platinum, so we won't waste any of that time and we'll get straight into the video. But, if you're new around here...
Hey, Chris, you think it's safe to drink from a fire hose?
Why not, Dad? It's just water.
All right, well, turn it on. I'm very thirsty. Nice job, Chris. You got my shirt wet.
This game right from the start was hitting my dopamine receptors at an all-time high, and I was just really satisfied with the gameplay. It was very therapeutic. Oh, this also got me my first trophy. Let's just do the nice little let's do the wax on, wax off.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
That was only our first job. We had much more to do, so I did some late night streams, and sometimes it got weird. Oh, my dopamine is so high, my boy. Why is this already like pretty clean, bro? Have I been spraying under there without realizing it? I'm a fucking power washing god, bro. I didn't even know I was spraying under there, my boy. I was power washing without even knowing I was power washing, bro. The best part as well, whenever you complete a level, you get this nice little time lapse, and it's pretty fucking satisfying, especially when you just spent like 30 minutes on a level. Then you have these smaller levels that just make the ding thing go off like crazy, and oh man, I couldn't tell you how much that felt good inside of me. Like, hear all those dings, bro? That's just straight dopamine for me. That gets me going. After doing a little bit of the main game, I saw that they had a Final Fantasy DLC, and I was pretty excited. Until I found out they don't even have trophies for them, unfortunately, which is kind of a bummer, man. I love Final Fantasy, but I will get some DLC trophies later in this video. I just wish they would have also added some for Final Fantasy, man. Is that asking for too much? Jumping back to the base game, a lot of the trophies were pretty straightforward. Some you get just for completing the level, or you'd have some like this, where you have to clean the entire shoe, but you have to leave the sole of the shoe for last to get the trophy. And as I went through the story, I continued to level up, which allowed me to buy more equipment, and I also obviously got paid for all of these jobs I've been doing, so that way we can keep upgrading our gear as well. Now, for those that don't know, a quick rundown, I met my wife through the Souls games, so we kind of thought these simulator games were kind of like a meme, and then we ended up playing it together, and now we were hooked. So we decided we're gonna get the platinum together, and this is where our journey started. And working together actually allowed us to do the missions even quicker, which would also mean I could level faster and get the level trophies like this one. That being said, just because we had two people didn't mean this was a cakewalk. For example, this entire fire station we had to clean, and we had to clean that building in the background without using the scaffold. That was absolutely AIDS. Even with two people, it was miserable. Listen to me. Miserable. But we had each other, so we toughed it out and we finished it, popping yet another trophy. And the further we made it through the game, the harder it became, which I didn't think was going to even happen in a game like this. But you started running into issues like rust on this fire truck. And then there's even a level where the mayor's house was egged and our pressure washer didn't have enough length to reach. So we had to actually get an extension just so we had enough length. I wish I had enough length. Increasing our length popped a trophy, and then we were able to actually finish the house and move on to the carnival area. Now this level was exciting because I saw a button where you could turn it off and then just clean the carousel, but there was a trophy to actually clean the whole thing without turning it off. And I thought that wouldn't be too big of a deal, until we actually did it. And talk about a good way to get disorientated. I mean, honestly, I was over here like... But 30 minutes later, we managed to get it done and pop our next trophy. And that was kind of a going trend with a lot of the levels, some of them a bit more annoying, like this temple where we had to make sure the gnome on the very top didn't fall off. And I may or may have not fucked that up right at the start, by the way. Which means my wife was probably gonna choke me. So everything was going according to plan.
Gotcha, bitch!
Now the levels started to get even bigger, and I honestly thought maybe we bit off a bit more than we can chew. I'm talking some of these levels are an hour to an hour and a half, even with 2 people, bro. This game got long. And then you have this big bathroom, and you had to clean everything except for the toilets, and you had to leave the toilets for last, which is obviously what I did so I could get another trophy. But I mean, look at just how big this level is. We left all the toilets for last. Oh look, there's a gnome in the shitter. And yeah, once we cleaned them, we would pop our trophy. But dude, that took so long. This is just one level. The worst part is I actually couldn't do the toilets yet. I missed a spot somewhere. Thankfully, the game lets you open up your tablet, click on what it is, and then it'll highlight which one is missing. So then when I found that this was the one that was missing and it was highlighted, I was able to clean it. And then now I can see on the left there, it says toilets, toilet lids, all that stuff. And then we can get our trophy. But that was kind of AIDS, I'm not gonna lie, because I didn't know that at first. So if you're playing this game, there you go. That's how you can make it easier. Thank God we finished that level. That level was so damn long and just drawn out. Now we can at least move on to the next one. Anyways, so we finally make it to another level where we can get another miscellaneous trophy. This one is for knocking over all 5 buckets on this level. Very easy. As we approach the end of the base game, we do another job which actually gives us enough to unlock the Big Dick Power Washer. This thing does the big dick damage. It honestly is so satisfying to use. And with it, I'm able to get 2 miscellaneous trophies. One for shooting a ball out of the skate park. And then the next one, we just had to shoot up a slide. And I say that like it was so easy, and it didn't take me like an hour to fucking get it lined up to the goddamn slide. But eventually, your boy got it, and he shot it right over that dino and popped that trophy. Now it was time to take on the final level together. Thankfully, since we had this big dick damage, we could just go on the pyramid and try and line it up and just do big ol' streaks for maximum dopamine and also maximum cleanliness. However, this level was absolutely ridiculously long that I'm almost positive I grew a beard by the end of it. Now, you know what? I know I did. It took so long, but nonetheless, when we finally finished the temple, a jewel appeared on top of it like a Chaos Emerald, thinking we were Sonic or some shit, and we popped our final trophy for the story. After popping that final story trophy, we take a step back, look at all that we've done, and then we decide to hit continue and see what other trophies we could work on. But of course, the game had other ideas. Well, after reloading the game, we decided to do the challenges. There are time challenges and water challenges. You need 5 gold challenges for the platinum. This means we only have to have 5 that we can actually do, and we just need to make sure on the time challenge that we get under 3 minutes for this one, for example, in order to hit gold. But unfortunately, sometimes you would just be that close and not quite get it. But did Abraham Lincoln give up when he invented electricity? I don't think so. So we kept going until we got that trophy. But this was only 1 of 5 gold medals, so we still had to get some more. So I tried the van again, but this time I did the water challenge. And as long as we were just making sure we weren't mindlessly spraying, then we should have enough water to get under the 15-liter limit and then pop another medal. With only 3 medals left, I decided to do the dirt bike, water, and time challenge, and also the motorcycle and sidecar time challenge. And that should be my 5th gold medal, popping the last challenge trophy. Yay, we got another trophy, and we're so close to platinum, aren't we? I mean, we've been popping trophies this entire time, right? Wrong. Some of these trophies, when you're in co-op, don't pop for the other player. So actually, they were just popping for my wife.
You will never get this. You will never get
Now this means I obviously would have to replay the game just to get them for myself. My wife is a real one though, and she was going to run through the game again with me. So without further ado, boys, let's replay the whole game. Play the clip.
You like me and my friends cause we're all gay. We like dick. I like his ass cause it's thick. He gon' fuck my butt.
Jesus, dude, no, not that. The other clip.
Here we go.
Another peaceful evening in Bikini Bottom. Listen to the tropical tranquility.
Now, with the game beaten on my account now as well, we're not done yet because they released SpongeBob DLC. And I have been so fucking hyped for this because SpongeBob was my childhood, man. And our first trophy that we're going to pop is for cleaning all of the houses on Conch Street. And if we clean Patrick's house last, we'll get another trophy for doing the rock. Because you know what?
It's not just a boulder. It's a rock. A rock.
That's how you do it, shit, like...
The next trophy has us visiting Rock Bottom. Oops, sorry guys. The next trophy has us visiting... Don't do that. We make our way to Bikini Bottom and we have to clean the chum bucket before the Krusty Krab for another miscellaneous trophy. So I do that. We then get the honors to clean the paddy wagon. We gotta clean the pickle tires first to get a trophy, and what it'll be, fellas, mustard or ketchup? Now we can't forget about the engine, so we open that up and clean it also, so we can get another trophy. Now Mermaid Man can't defeat evil if he has a dirty boat, so we get to clean the invisible boatmobile. That's right. As you can see, it's just disappearing right in front of our eyes. Now, we're getting close to the end of the DLC, and it wouldn't be a Powerwash game without a giant, massive ass level that's going to take some time. So we've got to clean the Mermalair, but we can get a miscellaneous trophy if we find Patrick's ID card and clean it first. Also, big W to the devs for making creative references for the trophy.
I found this ID in this wallet, and if that's the case, this must be your wallet.
That makes sense to me.
Then take it.
It's not my wallet. Oh, you get...
With that, we find out the Dirty Bubble is the one that destroyed the Mermalair, making it super dirty. And all we have to do now is spray a button and get our trophy. And then my wife and I can go back to the base game and pop our platinum together. So the final trophy we need is to ride the Ferris wheel with a gnome buddy inside of the cart with us. So I set up our cart, make sure it's nice and comfy for my wife and my little gnome friend. And then my wife hits the button and we go for one last ride. And we finish off the Powerwash Simulator Platinum Trophy.
You may have heard these words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean. Go beyond.
And then we had a water duel on top of the Ferris wheel, spraying each other to see who would fall off first, and yeah, I lost, of course. Thank you guys so much for watching my wife's and I adventure through Powerwash Simulator. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like because it does help me out. Subscribe if you're new around here. But more importantly, if you're a real one who made it to the end of the video, leave a comment below that says W for Wumbo. Other than that, guys, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.
What is fun? Let me spell it for you. Friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all. Down here in the deep blue sea.
It's completely idiotic.
You all the flowers. U is for you, Gary.